Hi all, today I'm friends. I'm going to telling you all about disk defragmentation and disk cleanup. So today's podcast objective will be to understand about fragmentation, to understand about disk cleanup, to understand about defragmentation. So let's get started. What is fragmentation? Fragmentation is a stage when disk has space but not in the linear way. It's fragmented in the whole disk. So why it's happen? When random file deleted from the disk and remaining files still on their allocated memory address because of their space in memory get fragmented. Cause why it's happen? Fragmented disk take more time to fetch data from the disk. Whenever you delete your file from disk and at the time the linear space like our memory are in the linear way, so when you delete any file from your disk the spaces are spread out. So when the big file want to install or upload on the disk, at that time it's that big file has to split out in a multiple uh, packets and stored in that space. That disk take time to fetching all the packets in a linear way. So how to resolve this issue? To solving this issue, the simplest way is the defragmentation. So let's get started how to defragment our computer hard disk. Defragment will resemble all these separated or splitted data that have been broken up, and it will put them together in the some physical location. It will going to put all the file that belong to the certain program together, all the file that belong to certain video images and whatever the category of the files get together, and so on. What are the steps to be follow to defragment our hard disk? So open disk defragmentator by clicking the start button in the search bar, type disk defragmentator. Then click in the list of the result, click disk defragmenter. Under the current status, select the disk you want to defragment. Okay, to determine if your disk needs to defragment it or not. So click on the analyze disk. If you are promoted for administrator or password or configuration, type to password or provide configuration. Once Windows is finished analyzing the disk, you have to check the percent of the fragmentation on the disk in the last run column. If the number is above than 10%, you should defragment your disk, otherwise leave it. Okay. So after checking your result, click defragment disk. If you promoted for administrator, password or configuration, type the password or provide the configuration. Okay. There is a note for someone else. If you are going to defragmenter, disk fragmenter might take several time or minute to finish, depend on the size of the degree of fragmentation of your hard disk. You can still use a computer during the defragmentation process. Okay, what is disk cleanup? To clean your disk, it's mean to delete all the temp file and make your computer or PC more faster as before. So what are the steps to clean your disk? In the search bar, type disk cleanup and select disk cleanup from the list of the result. Select the drive you want to clean up and then select OK button. Under file to delete, select the file type, get rid of, to get description of the file type and select it and select OK. Then you clean all the temp file from the disk cleaner, and that's it. So while disk cleanup, you have to follow some precautions like be careful about disk cleanup. Don't clean OS file and main file that controls your PC. And while defragmentation, check the credentials like your analyzer should shows that defragmented more than 10%. Below 10%, don't, there is no need to defragment at the time. So what was the learning outcome of this lesson is that you are get to know about defragmentation and their use, and how to make your system faster by disk cleanup, and know about how disk hard disk work. So thanks for today. Have a nice day. Goodbye.